Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is currently 28 degrees Celsius, which means it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Summer has finally arrived. We don't really haven't had much rain, so it's really dry and dusty out there. We're supposed to get rain. It's 30% chance, then a 60% chance, 30% chance. Who knows what's going to happen? I think that, you know, we all know about those weather dudes. So, you guys know I wasn't here Friday. That was because I had a lovely gardening date with my daughter. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. All right. Um, Lovely gardening date with my daughter. We usually go and get our basket plants together, so we did that, and she planted them my window boxes and uh, that kind of thing for me. Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. And so I had ordered all those lilies, so she helped me plant all the lilies. So that's all done. I do have to get my bedding plants in the garden. Hopefully, it will be a little bit cooler when I'm done the live, so I can get out and do that. Yesterday, I had such a blast. My girlfriend came for a play date with her kids, and the kids did such a lovely job. Hey, Cal, welcome, welcome. Take a look on Meet Your Creativity and please give lots of likes and comments on these kids' work. I have worked with kids for a very long time. And when I was just talking to my girlfriend about having her kids here, I said, so they're going to be about an hour's worth of interest before they get bored or whatever. Because we all know how great an attention span a child has. They lasted for over 2.5 hours. The ages were 9, 7, and 4, and even the 4-year-old lasted 2.5 hours. It was amazing. We were both just like, wow. So, anyway, the 4-year-old looked at me and goes, you look like a queen bee. So, he made me a crown, and his sister did a little picture of a crown and then painted it. And then he did me wings. These are the wings. And he wanted to glue them onto my back. And his mom said, no, I don't think that's a good idea. But he also made me a little stinger. Like 4 years old. I think that's absolutely marvelous. I had so much fun with those kids. Seriously, it was just absolutely incredible. So after they had left, I'd given them this bin of papers to play with. After they were gone, there were bits of paper all over the table, and I'm looking at it going, well, some of them have glue on, some of them are bent, some of them are half cut into. You know what I mean? Like, I just let them have free range because I want to see them create. So since it's a scrap bin, I really wasn't too worried about what they did with it. But after they had gone, I'm looking at these bits and I'm cleaning it up and I'm thinking, hey, I can use these bits. Surprise. You know me and my bits, right? So I started making some masks out of the bits. And I was having a lot of fun with it. So then I decided, I've done masks before. And I have embellished them before. So I embellished two so that you guys can see what they look like once you start doodling on them and having some fun. But these are the basics for doing a mask. So I figured today it's a nice, relaxing Sunday. Let's make some masks and have a bit of fun. Use up some more scraps. So basically, all you need. Thanks, Anne. I didn't do these with the kids, but what I did was, you know how I do the felt with the paint and on these lids? I had some of that so that they could stamp, talk good much me, stamp, stencil, paint with it so that I didn't have whack loads of paint everywhere. Hey, Mary Lou, welcome, welcome. So they had free range of that. So they had stamps and stencils and glue and scissors and magazines. They didn't use the magazines at all. They didn't use the stickers at all. They created everything, absolutely everything. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. I've got artwork on my fridge. I've got, you know, it's, but I didn't do this with them. This is what I did when I was cleaning up. So to do these, you need scraps. And I bet you guys don't have any, right? Right? No scraps. You guys are much more diligent about tossing things out than I am. So I'm just using plain colored scraps. The reason I'm using plain colored scraps is because I like to doodle on them. Yeah, I've done some where I have doodled on my gel prints, but sometimes you get those over the acrylic paint. Sometimes the markers or anything, they don't want to write on it. So I'm just using plain scraps so that I can do some hand embellishing, you know. So again, limited by your imagination. I've decided that this series of masks, because this isn't my first series of masks, are all going to have lips in the fluorescent pink. And these ones I did green eyes because I had lots of green paint upstairs. So I just grabbed red, purple, and blue acrylics to do eyes with. And I like to do the eyes on the white background for the iris purposes. You don't have to. This is just what I like to do. I'm just throwing ideas out there on how to do this, right? So this is going to be used for mouths. This bin is going to be used for the bits and pieces on the masks. And then I have some half-used white papers, bits of white papers to use for the eyeballs. Does that make sense? Hi, Sherry. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Jean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Cal and Anne and Mary Lou and Barbara. I think I've said everybody. Hi, Jean, Sherry. I think I've said hi to everybody. Awesome. So, as I say, I'm just going to play making some masks because it's a fun thing to do. So, you need some white paper and some scissors. I always use the wet glue. You know that. A little bit of acrylic paint and your imagination. Can we do it? Let's do it. So eyeballs, I like to have them matching. When I've done masks in the past, I've done them on, so I could do them on ATCs. So they're quite small. These are actually quite large compared to the way I do them, but they'll be great on tags. They'll be great just tucked in a corner, you know, something a little bit whimsical and goofy. So I just folded the piece of paper and I'm just going to chop it there. And I'm just going to cut out two eyeballs, eyeball shaped, ovally kind of things. You know me, freehand cut, wobble cuts, and freehand cuts. All right, Jean, that's great. I had a play date yesterday, so I wasn't around. So I always do the eyes first because it gives them a chance to dry. You just need a little bit of paint. I just use a cotton swab, Q-tip, whatever you want to call it. Dip it in. Do a circle. It's a mask. It's whimsical. It's fun. So that's going to dry. You bought books? That's cool. And as I say, this entire series is going to have the fluorescent. Oh. I guess, Jean, is this going to show up when I scan it and send it to you to print? Because I found that when I do the fluorescent pink, it doesn't come out properly. Should I use a different color for the lips? Let's do that just because. Let's see if I've got some solid red. got boring red. A lot of this is construction paper as usual there. I'm going to use this red instead for the lips because I really don't know how those are going to show up. So this is a variety of papers. The white's a copy paper. This pink was copy paper. This is a little bit heavier. I'd say a really lightweight cardstock. Gonna do a mouth. Yeah, it scans, but it doesn't print, like it just doesn't show. So I'm gonna just do a mouth. I just do a, you know, I cut it the way I think a mouth should be. This one's gonna be more like a mustache, but that's okay. Ooh, see, we got big mustache lips. That's fine. Let's throw this out. I don't need to keep those little bits, right? And now we need something for the base of the mask. Let's find something that I haven't used. Oh, see, a lot of that is fluorescent paper. Rats. Okay, that's fluorescent too. Oh, this is not fluorescent. This is just blue copy paper. I can use this for masks. So I take a piece about this size. You know, it varies. Depends on what I've got in the stash. When the kids were playing, I had lots of pieces this size and smaller. So that's what I used. So I kind of like the masks that are shaped like a shield almost, like a flat top, and then just rounded at the bottom. I don't know if you could see that shape. I like that, but yours doesn't have to be like that. You can do like ovals. You could do whatever you like to cut out. My ovals are not, let's do an oval. My ovals are nowhere near ovalish. They're more like eggs. But let's do that one. So I don't even think about what I'm really doing. I decide I need a nose. So I just grab a piece that I want to make a nose out of. I've got some light blue. I just cut a strip and then shape it like a nose. Hi, Janet. Well, I had a blast with the children, Janet. The 4-year-old told me I looked like a queen bee. So he made me a crown, and his sister painted a picture of a crown and put it on there. And then he made me these wonderful wings and a stinger. So I was a queen bee for a while yesterday afternoon. It was a blast. Absolute blast. No shape, who cares? We're just going to do some sort of long, narrow appendage thing that kind of looks like a nose, or can look like a nose once you've doodled it, right? Because these are just the bases, right? We're just doing bases. I am all set. He gave me wings and everything. So we're doing just the plain masks, and then it'll be up to you guys to doodle on your own masks and embellish them. Embellish them. Sorry, guys. Wash the face, can't do a thing with it. So I just use gel pens and a little bit of paint and stuff to embellish. But this is how I do it. Glue. Am I going to have an explosion? No. Oh, lots of glue. Lots of glue. So has everybody had a lovely weekend so far? I know that Jean was really busy yesterday. Thanks. I was just saying yesterday as I was cleaning up the table after the kids, there are all these bits of paper left on the table, so I figured, let's just do something with them. So, making masks. Today is a mask making day. We've got this crazy mouth that looks like a mustache. So we're going to glue that. And it's okay if it hangs off the edge. You know, it's definitely okay if it hangs off the edge. Now, I've got these eyeballs here drying. We just have to decide, do I want to put anything behind them? Do I want to have eyelids? Because you can just glue them straight on. Or you could put, I don't know how well you can see that. They're masks. So I kind of like to use paper as decoration too. So, I use little stripes to decorate. This one's got the purple square things behind them. This one's got, strange eyebrows. This one has triangles behind the eyes. So I don't know. I mean, this is the part that takes me the longest, deciding what I want to do with it. Let's use some pink. And I think maybe I'll just do a couple of stripes. Again, Kimmy's using up her scraps. So we're using big pieces today. You know how it goes in my world. Yeah, it is quite warm here. It's not quite that warm, Barbara. It is 82 Fahrenheit, which is 28 Celsius here. I always give the weather report. Oh, that's a skinny piece. A weather report at the beginning. Okay, so let's do a thin stripe there and two thick ones on this side. What do you think? I like it. It's definitely a lovely, lovely day. They were saying it's supposed to reach 31 Celsius today. I'm not quite sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's probably quite warm. Probably quite warm. Thanks, Janet. I don't know. I just, something that makes me smile, and it's a little bit whimsical. And I had quite a fixation on masks for a while that, you know, so I figured so many people have a mask on so often that I just started collecting masks for a while. I'm no longer doing that, but I still like to do them, make them. That's the only problem with the wet glue is when you're doing these little things. I should probably put some down and use a toothpick. So I've got the nose, I've got the marks, and I'll put the eyes over the marks. Yeah, big ones with cardboard. Yeah. Hi, Pam. Welcome, welcome. It's 82 Fahrenheit here. Bit of a breeze. 88. Okay. 31 is 88. That's still quite warm. I like the artwork in your hallway, Pam. So now I'm going to decide what I want to do with the eyes. Um, Maybe I want to do. Hmm, uh, let's do a couple of eyelids in yellow. Hey, Miriam, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Pam, I can't say anything because I've painted on all my walls. I have butterflies in the dining room. I have hot air balloons in the bathroom. The bathroom door has a bookcase painted on it. Um, my baseboards and bulkhead down here have a town painted on. I can't say anything about your youngster doing anything on your walls because I'm a bad influence when it comes to that. I am. Okay, so I'm going to use these as eyelids, top eyelids. They're a little big. I can trim them down because I definitely want those little triangle things at that side. So I'm going to put glue just along this edge. Then I'm going to take the eyeball and I'm going to put it against that edge. Slide down to the corner. Slide down to the corner. Yep, I like that. And then I will trim this off when it dries a little bit more. Just make sure I've got them going the same way, the opposite ways. This isn't a glue stick. That's a Elmer's Craft Bond glue container that I fill up with glue. Oh, hi, Beth. It's I got the glue at Michael's. They've got different types of the Elmer's glue. Like the Craft Bond is really sticky and it's clear, and it's got a dual tip. So it's got that tip, and then it's got a broad tip on this end. And this one you can pull out and fill it up. So I'm making masks today. Yeah, it's a great container. I love the fact that I can refill it. And I do. Okay, so I want to trim that kind of this. I'm just going to do it at an angle at the corner of that eye. Maybe I want to round that. Round it. So I've got these little peaky, it's yellow against the white, hard to see. Making masks today. Oh, forgot the ears. What color ears should I put on this? Bright yellow? I'm not sure that will show. Let's do orange ears. Thanks, Miriam. I was playing with the scraps from what the kids had left on the table yesterday. So I made up some, and then I started doodling on them. So, you know, I have new ideas for you to try. Cool. That makes me happy. So again, chop off a little piece of paper, fold it in half, cut a couple of ears. I like doing like jug handle ears. So, like a circle. And then I go in and I cut in the middle so they're hollow. No patterns, guys. No patterns. Your imagination, some scissors, and some glue. Yeah. I love the little things that get left behind. I really, really do. Okay, so let's glue the ears on first. Has your frog journal reached its owner yet, Barbara? This is like Mr. Potato Head, guys. Just like Mr. Potato Head. Um, remove a little bit of that glue because that's lots of glue. Doesn't that look like Mr. Potato Head? Maybe some of the masks need mustaches. Okay, I can do that. But I mean, the masks are fun. You could. What about these eyes? Ooh, I think I like it. Right at the top of the stripes there. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, the lady who's got the cat journal loves it. So I'm pretty happy too. But seriously, they look pretty plain when they're like this, and they're kind of goofy looking. Once they're doodled and embellished, yes, that's what I like to do, is the doodling and embellishing. Let's do this blue grayish color for hair. I don't know what kind of hair I want. I love goofy too. All about the goofy. Um, that's too long. Well, it's not, but I have a plan. I do have a scanner. I scan stuff in for Jean because it's easier and it gets there faster. Then I scan some stuff in for Miriam because she never did get the package from her winning the 100-day. Let's do kind of like leaves. Let's do these kind of like leaves. Leaf shapes. So that when I embellish them, I could either turn them into like little feather kind of looking things. Can you see that? Oh, cool. Well, I'm scanning the masks in as they are and sending them. Cool. Use a hand. Nice. Um, I'm sending these to Jean Hair like that? Yeah, I certainly can. So then, too, when you're embellishing them, you could use bling. You could use whatever you like, right? You could put some flowers on it. You could add polka dots. You could add, they would be great in Happy Mail. I like just tucking this kind of thing on a page in a journal, and people go, "What?" But it makes them smile, and that's what counts. Okay, there's one. They don't take that long to make. It's more a decision on what you're going to do with this stuff. Now, these little bits that I have cut out, I'm going to use as hair. They do make fantastic hidden paper clips. I've done some as hidden paper clips. I'm going to use these as hair. These little snippets that I cut off. Because I can. Okay, next. Let's do, no, I have to, let's do a pink one. I had done an art project with the kids, and these actually had thumbs attached. They were mittens, and they were decorating mittens. You are doing paper clips. So I didn't have as many kids as I thought I was going to have. I think we cut out 500 of these because sometimes kids want to do 6 or 7. You know how kids are. Um, so I think I cut out maybe 150, 200 probably. So I had lots left. So I'm using this stuff up, right? Let's use this one and let's do a big fat one. And you know what? It's wonky. It doesn't matter. Anybody here OCD, and does this bother you? Okay. Mouth. What was I using for the mouth? That red. So I've got this little piece left here. Let's just make it into some lips. And they can be all sizes. They could be round, just round lips. They can be, you know, they're just fun. Just fun. No, I didn't think you were, Barbara. And like this. So it's, I don't know if you can see the shape. I folded it in half. When you open it up, you get a cute little kissy face. You're tolerant OCD? I am not. Oh, see, I didn't do the eyes. Well, that's okay. I'll do it a different way. So then, if I forget to do the eyes, I put the eyeballs in last. I'll just put the paint on and put them to the side to dry. Yellow nose. Oh, what about just a big triangle nose? They are Betty Boop lips. Yeah, I know if I used a marker, there would be no dry time, but yeah. But that makes sense. You know, I don't know that I've got that kind of sense to do that. Okay, I like that nose. Am I annoying you, Jean? I'm sorry. You're right. I could use markers. It's not like I don't have any. Oh, I know why I don't use markers. Because a lot of this is construction paper and it just sucks the life out of them really fast. That's laughing? It could be laughing. Okay, we'll go with that. He's laughing at me. All right. Okay. What do we want to do with this one? Should we put some cheeks on him? Let's put some that's a little bit darker. This one has the two shades of pink on it. It's kind of hard to see. That's how about this color? See, they had glue on it and stuff. It's okay. And I know I can use markers and stuff for all this stuff. But this is how I do so much of my stuff. Is I just look at it and keep adding bits till I'm happy, and then I doodle. Oh, bye, Mary Lou. Have a great day. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you popping in. It's raining there? Oh, I wish it was raining here. All the farmers are out working their fields, and it is so dusty. Okay, so this one has cheeks. Cheeks of purple. Let's do the eyeballs while I'm thinking about it. Going back to Dollarama today, any ideas? Any ideas for what are you working on? A couple of eyeballs. I'll add those at the pupils at the end. Irises, pupils. See, these don't even have black dots in their centers yet. That's all part of the embellishment when I do it. Um, how about orange? Not that orange. This orange and see this guy has two different eye lids. I think he's the only one. Let's do this one with two different eyelids. Wiggle eyes would be cute there. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. this because we're going to make an eyelid. Then we're going to make that almost like a hot dog, I think. I like it like that. So we have one eyeball. And what do we want for the second eyeball? How about, no. So many of these papers are fluorescent. I'm going to have to go through and separate. No, if we decide that doesn't work, I'll go through and separate them and you know. Okay, Janet. Anybody have exciting plans for the week at all? I am determined to get my garden in this week. Making masks today, Teresa. Trying to use up scraps. You're going to sewing cut kits this week? Nice. Nice, nice. Oh, and on the ears too. On some of, like, when I was doing the other ones, I would put a really thin strip of paper down and then I would do like dangly earring kind of things on. Really? That's very cool, Pam. Very cool. Sometime this week, I'm going to go to a friend's and sew fake paper towels or unpaper towels, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so now we need ears. Ears of green, maybe? Got this dark green. I really like it. I like the fact that I can refill it, so I buy it by the gallon now. I just buy Elmer's white glue, the glue all, not the school glue. Exactly. I mean, it's got a really nice fine tip. I mean, it doesn't, you know, it's not super fine, but it's decent. It really is. I used to have three of them. I'm down to one because this whole orange part snapped off. But they are like ages old, so really can't complain. How about if we add baubles to the ears on this one? So basically, I'm just cutting out C's for the ears, C shapes. If I'm working with really little things like the hole punch holes, I will put a bit of glue down and still use a toothpick. Oh, see, just put my fingers in the wet paint. That's why I do the eyes first and let them dry. I know better. I know better. Yeah, I've got them on ATCs. I've done them on tags. I've done them on paper clips. It's just more of the Kim bits, right? Like, these are things I like to have in inventory, but then run out. Okay, I'm going to do some weird here because I have to cover that purple dot up. So let's do hair out of just light green. Oh, yeah. So again, I really don't have a pattern for the hair. I just cut shapes and do it, glue them on. These ones I see done like plumes. You know how the folk art we used to do these plume things? Do a pimple? Maybe, maybe. But since I'm scanning these in and sending them to Jean, I kind of have to cover that up so that people, you know what I mean? Maybe this one won't get sent to Jean. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see if I can find some sort of fun hairdo to we'll start with this. And like this. I think I only need half of that. And let's do I could cut a little flower to do that. Definitely. Definitely. Ooh, it's a little bit wide. So this is just how I make my bits, guys, when I'm doing whatever I'm making, be it aliens, Goonie birds, masks. I just take a basic shape and keep adding to it until it's what I want it to be. You never know what it's going to be when it grows up. Just like me. That's interesting hair. I like it. Do a pimple. Yeah. I think it needs to be up just a little bit more. I mean, you could have a lot of fun. You could do hats. You could do, you know. Now I'm going to do some dangles from the ears. So I'm going to take this really thin little piece here. I'm going to cut a length off. And I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, so nice little strips, bits, because can't have too many little bits. Then I just glue it on the back of the ear so it's hanging down. Maybe I'll only do it on one side. What do you think? Because it's a mask, right? And then I'm going to take like little triangular shapes in orange, because I've got this little bit of orange here. And I'm just going to put a couple of little triangles on that. This is taking not wanting to waste paper to a whole new level. I admit it. I have toothpicks. Metallic watercolor paints. I've heard of those. They're supposed to be really cool. I just signed up for a watercolor course. I'd given all my watercolor paints away. Now I'm going to take a watercolor course. Okay, no, I need you to stick there. Yes, no? Bit of a smudgy eye. That's okay. Okay, I'm using those as hair. I'll use that for something. Oh, I could do like a quarter circle thing. That would be cool. Let's do like, I'll put an eye in this and it will be rounded like this. And I'll put the eyeball here. And then on the other eye, we'll do a square. Just a square. Sort of a square. Okay, so that's what the eyes are going to go on this one. Let's do the eyes. I'm going to flog this piece of paper till there's nothing left. Around. So I'm just going to stick these right in the middle of these things, and I'm going to put the paint on. Dinner, you're looking now? Okie doke. I appreciate you being here, Miriam. I do. Do I want it to go this way? I think so, because that's the way the eye... Oh, look, I got all kinds of little bits of paper stuck to my fingers. Like that. Just like that. Okay, no, let's do the... You can add eyelashes. You could add freckles. Oh, maybe I'll put freckles on one of these. Not these ones. Once I've sent these to Jean, I'm going to be decorating them. I'll be embellishing them. I have to do a face. Did I do a red one? I did. Over there. Got yellow. Let's do this red. Let's make this into a face. Okay, so I've got the eyes. Need a nose. I'm going to have to get some more colored paper that isn't fluorescent. Look, I've got a nice navy blue. I'll do a nose out of this, and then I'll do the next face out of that. I really liked that triangle, the way that triangle worked. So I'm going to do another triangle. But this time, I'm going to do it like a beak. No, I'm going to do it the other way. It's a long weekend there for you guys in the States, right? We had our long weekend last weekend. Do you go to any of the Memorial Day services? Do you have Memorial Day services? Like we do on Remembrance Day, quite often Legions put on services wherever there's a memorial for the cenotaph, is it called? For the fallen soldiers? Most. Bye, Jean. Take care. I'll send these to you when I'm done. Yes. Be careful with that shed. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you being here. I do. All right. Lips. Okay. Ooh, this is a wee little mouse. And of course, no two are the same, because even though I'm making them, I consider this a mass make, or one of my mass makes. Maybe it's not a mass make. Would you consider, just because I'm doing a whack load of them? Would you consider it a mass make? I don't know. Just don't know. Oh, I have an idea for that too. Let's use some of this purple. Me too. I like cheap products. I like that. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Well, we'll see. Just gluing bits together to put down. Just putting some bits together. Yeah, no. Some things just aren't. Hey, Brenda, welcome, welcome. Oh, so sorry for your loss, Brenda. That's a hard one. Very, very hard one. Kind of liking the way those eyes turned out. Okay, we need ears and hair. Do some pink ears, maybe. Okay, Byra. It made you laugh out loud. Oh, good. My job here is done. Have to admit, I have a lot of fun. You know, like, I don't know why I like making these goofy things aside from the fact that it makes me smile too. Welcome back, Janet. I really like the eyes I did on this one. I had fun. Oops, did I move that too fast? Oh, I just have to check to make sure because sometimes I do forget to put the ears on. Yeah, I guess I could put bigger ears on them. I should do big jumbo ears. You're right. Big jumbo ears would be fun. Like he's got big ears. This guy, you can barely see the ears. Okay, hair. Do I put cheeks on this one? I'll put wrinkles above this eye when I doodle them. Maybe some bags under the eyes. I don't know. Um, do I want to put cheeks? That's right. Okay. How many with yellow hair? I try and vary, you know, the colors of hair and things. And since this is the only one with an earring, I think maybe I have to do another earring thing. Do a small earring on this one. But I have to do hair. I was going to use this. The only problem with doing hair like this, it's really hard to glue down. And because it is so thin and fragile, it breaks off. But I'm still going to use it as hair. Hi, Janice. Welcome, welcome. What are you singing? Ah, yeah, I've heard that version also. Okay. I don't know. Okay. First of all, we're going to glue these two together because they're so thin. Some glue in there. Glue that to there. How are you today, Janice? Oh, bye, Beth. I love to see your take on these. I am waiting. I'll wait patiently. Have a great evening, Beth. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. That's a great idea, Miriam. Take care, Beth. Okay, did we decide if we want cheeks? This is a bald mask, just little weenie hairs. I think I do want cheeks on this one. I've got these two little orange dots that I cut out of the ears on that one. Let's just use these. And earrings, okay. And earrings. 2 earrings this time. 2 earrings. Okay, what color do I want to use as the thin strip down? How about I want to use that bright yellow, but it's not going to help Jean out because it's fluorescent. Oh, look. Have I used this? Is that that? That is that. Okay. This is just a little piece of, did I use that as hair? I don't know what I used it from. Maybe from around the nose. I'm just going to cut it in half. Okay, so I have this little strip of blue. I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise, maybe. I have two skinny little pieces. So those are just the base faces that I'm doing. Those of you who have just come in, once they're doodled on, they look more like this. But I'm just building up an inventory for doodling. Okay, so let's put the earring back here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And an earring back here. Okay, so I have the blue dangles. Okay, I can doodle one or two beforehand. Thank you, guys. Now, do I want to put little polka dots on them? What would really be kind of cool is those diamond dot things. But I'm trying to do them so that they're reasonably flat and not taking up much room, if that makes sense. Hole punch. So what colors do we want? Can't use the fluorescents because they won't show when I scan them for Anne and Jean. I could do black. Let's do black. Do I want black? Little black balls? Okay, we'll do black. Because I can put a dot of glitter glue in the middle. Okay, so I'll put a little bit more glue down here. So the process is do the eyes because the paint needs to dry. Yes, I could use markers, but as I said, because I am using construction paper, it sucks the markers dry pretty fast. That's not black. You're not black. But seriously, you get these on a page in a journal or on a card. It would make me smile. Actually, maybe I'll make an entire journal of masks. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? And then underneath, I could have just a regular, like, model's face or something. Oh. And yeah, I've done this with gel prints too and painty papers. But as I said, when it comes to doing the doodling, um, they don't always, the gel pens and stuff don't always work on my gel prints. But now that I have this liquid paint ink, that works wonderfully for doodling. All right. So you want to see me doodle one? Okay. We'll put this one aside because it needs to dry. Let's doodle on this one because I've got that smudgy under the eye that I'm not a big fan of. So the first thing I do is I just take a black gel pen and I outline everything. And I know that I can ink these things as I go along, but it takes a lot of time. So I really do prefer to do it at the end. Around the edges, I do a thin line around the edges as well, but I'll do that after I've finished going around all this stuff. Oh, this one has an earring too. This is the other one with an earring. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I turn things when I work on them. You turning me into a music channel? Gives them the whole different outlook too once you've even just outlined them. Do the pupils. I just use the gel pen for the pupils. Here. It's hard to outline these little wiggly hairs. So then I'm just going to do them with a jig-jaggedy kind of. I'll show you a close-up right away. So that's with everything outlined. Okay? Hello, hello. So then you do the mouth. You figure out where you want the definition, top lip, bottom lip. I think with this one because, nope. Okay, so you can use gel pens, you can use markers, you could use paint pens, you could use pencil crayons. I'm going to use a white gel pen. And I'm just going to do a little line at the top of the ear. Do a dot on the eye. Outline the top of this ear. You could do a highlight at the top of the cheeks. Now, because this is a triangular nose, what I'll probably do is I will take a gel pen of a strange color. Let's use green. And then you decide how you want to doodle the nose. This one, I just did a square spiral following the square shape of the nose. This one, I did a circular spiral on the nose. This one, I think what I'm going to do is make sure the gel pen works. And I'm going to outline it, but much smaller. And then smaller again. So I'm going to do that with the nose. Then I'm going to come back and do polka dots in the center, because there's 3 triangles, right? The outside one, the center one, and that one. I'm going to come back and do polka dots in what? Polka dots in, this could be your pimples. Let's do them in pink. You could treat this like a Zentangle, and every space you can doodle in. Seriously, just play. Just do what makes your heart sing. Now this here eyebrow, let's take the black and let's do curly cues. Like little spiral things. And this one, this here eyelid, I'm going to do kind of stripy things. Definitely want to have this a little bit darker against the eye so that it looks like it is over the eye. Does that make sense? Like a bit of a shadow. The same thing underneath the eye. Now this wiggly woggly hair, I'm just going to do jiggly lines. And you can be as elaborate or as plain as you want. You don't have to do every single piece. It almost looks like dreads, green dreads. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Scout dinner. Okay, for the lips, a little bit of highlight. So the bottom lip, the top of it's a little bit. You know what? I'm going to use a white pencil. Let's use a white pencil, not a. Little bit of highlight. Oh, I should do one with glasses. Just a little bit of highlights. And then down this, oh, I did do outline the side of the head. It would be cute to do like stitching, faux stitching on it here as well. Doodle whatever way you like to doodle, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to do black dot here. Little flower in the corner there. How about some dots under the eye, maybe in blue, dark green. How about a dark green? I doodle an awful lot because it's something I can carry upstairs with me nice and easy, just my doodle book, or I can take it out when I'm sitting in the greenhouse. And under this eye, how about if we just do almost like eyelashes? Turning it into a beauty queen here. So from the hair, how about if we do spiral? It's almost the color of the hair. Okay. And how about, do I use this or the black? Or maybe red. Let's use a red. Thanks, Sherry. Kind of like this idea. Wish my paper wasn't so lumpy. Got so many layers of paper under here, under this, that it's creating, not getting as straight a line as I would like. And we'll just give her some freckles in these. Oh, something on the earrings. Because it's kind of a blingy thing, I think I need just little dots of metallic. I have a metallic gold. We'll see. I'm just going to put a dot in the center of each of those on the earring. And this one I'm going to call done. Cool. So there we have it. An hour and a half. I've had a blast. Thank you guys all for being here. I'll just show you all the plain ones. I did some beforehand. Thank you, Miriam. So there's 2. I think this one, the way his mouth is, I'm going to have a nice tongue sticking out of him when I'm done. Thanks, Barbara. Oh, thank you, Janet. And then I'll show you these guys close up again. Whoops, on screen. Whoa, we're going backwards. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you on chats through the week. And I'll see you Tuesday afternoon when I'm live again. Take care, everybody. Bye.